Hey guys, this is Kid of Ling Records. This is actually a response to Ash of Sumerian Records. I have to say that although the topic at hand is one I completely agree with Ash, you made yourself out to be a complete ass, and this is not how anyone in the industry should react to piracy. Your comments were selfishly motivated and completely uncalled for. End of story. Yes, piracy is wrong, and yes, I feel that fans should support the bands they listen to by purchasing their albums. But the first thing you said was that it's okay for unsigned bands to have to deal with piracy because they're trying to get noticed. But heaven forbid if a signed band gets pirated because they're trying to make it their careers. No, all musicians deserve the same respect. Unsigned bands deal with pay-to-play. Then they have to deal with the signed bands who don't even want to talk to them, let alone watch them play to support their tours. If you like a band's music, buy it. Straight up, most bands will throw in stickers, lighters, anything else they've had printed just for their fans if they buy their disc. Some will even give you a shirt just for buying the disc. Piracy is never going to end. We're too technologically advanced now that there is no way to revert other than completely scrap technology. End result, labels like Sumerian, Rise, Victory have to learn to adapt to the times. You're relying on popularity alone to sell your bands when I myself never even hear of new signings anymore. Hell, Bleeding Through was already settled in at Rise before I knew Trustkill had turned into Bullet Tooth. Ash, you said that pirates don't believe that pirating hurts the bands because they don't see the profits at all anyway, and that couldn't be further from the truth. Well, you're wrong. Maybe back in the 80s and 90s before CDRs and pirating, it meant literally knocking over a record store to commit theft. But now, in our economy, no. I've seen some of the larger label contracts, from slightly larger than mine, all the way up to RCA. Bands do not make jack until the advance is paid back in full. And how can they do that without record sales, you say? Well, let's break it down. 1. Promote your bands more. 2. Have your bands be more interactive with fans. 3. Stop letting them do drugs and commit baby rape in the back of their fucking tour buses. 4. You can't download a t-shirt. And 5. Stop signing bands who suck live. Auto-tune is the worst invention ever. And what makes you think underground bands can't survive without record labels? Plenty of bands go DIY and thrive. And I don't blame them either after the mess that the current top dogs have created in the industry. With the way things are going, yeah, a lot more bands will either be unsigned or signed to a label that gives a shit about them and not about making sure their pockets are lined with $100 bills. For that matter, look to your own staff and affiliates on this one. When an album gets torrented after its release, it's the fans' fault for not protecting their favorite bands. But when an album gets leaked before the release, and this is crucial, it's on you. I have over 6 dozen unreleased songs from bands that I can clearly say have never left the well-organized folders of my computer because the bands asked me not to do anything that would jeopardize their musical careers. Someone in your circle leaked Born of Osiris's album. Not a fan, not a band, not me, and definitely not a pirate. Now let's go ahead and call a spade a spade. There is nothing more pathetic than a fat cat CEO that cries about their wallet feeling lighter than it should. Get over yourself and either put out music people will actually want to spend money on and do your job, or get out of the game. And to all the fans of music out there, fuck yeah, thank you.